Okay, so Mondays are crazy. I don't even know where to start with it. But before I start, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you know when I make a new video, all those things. I'm supposed to remind you of that, so I'll remember to do that. So Mondays are crazy. It's actually, I'm more than halfway through it. So I didn't film anything because I needed to just get stuff done. So I work in the morning for 2 hours with a lady that I had been training, and then I had an errand to run at the thrift store. And the fun thing about that is when I went to do it, I actually just had to ask them to take something off hold for me because I just wanted to know if my daughter would want it for Christmas and whatever. It didn't work out, so I had to do that. But of course I went in there and had to look. The other thing was I knew they had these glasses that my husband said he would like, so I wanted to go in and get them if they were still there. So I'll show you what I got, because maybe you want to see that. And of course, I really don't have time for this, but you know, as I'm talking, I'm like, oh, maybe that's something you guys want to see what I bought. I love thrift stores. I don't know if you guys do, but anyway, I'll show you what I have here. So yes, I got him these glasses, and I think he's gonna like them. I already washed them and had them in the cabinet. So when he has his beer after work, he can have it in a nice glass. Not that we don't have some, but I just thought these were kind of pretty. The other thing I got was, you can see, I redid my shelf because that was totally necessary. When I have actual things I have to get done, I tend to go and do totally unnecessary things. I don't know why. But anyway, so I got the little pilgrim up there and the give thanks sign and the little white pumpkin. I got all those this morning. And then it inspired me to rearrange my shelves for Thanksgiving. So I have that. And then, let's see, what else did I get? Oh, I got this sign over here, but I actually didn't buy the signs for decoration, although I hung this one up because I was like, well, I'll just keep it there during Thanksgiving. I'll show you the other ones I got. Let's see. I'll take you in my closet with all the random stuff. Oh, everything's gonna fall out. So I bought, let me bring them over here so you can see. So I bought some wooden signs, one for each of the kids and my niece and myself. This lighting is pretty bad because I want us to actually do some Christmas crafts with them. I know that seems so silly because these are fall signs, but the thing is, they're okay, but I think we can make some really cute Christmas signs out of them, and they were less than $1 a piece. So we will repurpose them into some other things as like a crafting project, and I'll definitely make a video about that. So that's all. That was all I bought there today. Okay, so then I came home. I had laundry to do. I have to do my menu board. If you guys don't know, I erased it, so I can't even show you. I erased it, so I'm I'm not halfway there. I'm the first step there. I do a menu board every week for our meals, and once a month, I change, like, you know, I decorate it and stuff for the month. It's a chalkboard. I just do that, but I have to redo the board, which means, I have a general idea of my meal plan because I did go grocery shopping, but I'm so behind. I got so messed up. Like, normally I have my meal plan first and then I do my shopping and then I write my board. This week I shopped off the sales, and I was like, because I got behind on my meal planning, I'm like, well, I'll just figure it out with whatever I buy on sale. That's what we're eating, and I will plan my meals around that, which is sometimes harder. I don't know, but whatever. It's whatever. I have a rough idea in my head. I just didn't write it down. So that's making it longer. Laundry, menu board, school. We were behind on school because I wasn't here because I was getting in the car. We're behind on that. So we're doing that, getting caught up. We have gymnastics tonight, so that means I've got to get dinner done before we leave. I had ironing to do. I don't know. The project I'm working on right now, though, is, I'll show you. Shelf. Sean calls this the dangerous shelf because, for one, I don't know if you can see all the cracks, but it's also totally coming apart. And these things are ridiculously expensive to order new ones, and I guess I could just eliminate a shelf, but I mean, we use these shelves, obviously. or it wouldn't look like this. So I'm gonna try and glue it and see if that works. That's my project right now. Okay, so I super glued it and now I got books on it, and I'm hoping once it dries, it will no longer be the dangerous shelf. Still cracked, but hopefully it will stay together. So now it's on to dinner for tonight because I really need to make sure that that gets done. So I'm gonna do that now and then maybe plan and make the board. That is the goal to have done before I go to gymnastics at 3:30. It's now 1:30. I think I can do that. So let me get to going here. Okay, so I've decided on a quick and easy Meatless Monday type of dinner, and I had to put my hair up so I don't get hair in the food. So we are going to have vegetarian quesadillas. So, oh wait, let me show you. I want to show you the bag because I love this mix for these. Okay, so this is such a simple meal to do. We're going to use this Bird's Eye Power Blend, Southwest style. This stuff is so good. It's a good side if you're making some sort of a Mexican dish or whatever, but it also works really well in the quesadillas, vegetarian style, but with protein, right? Plus, this is a pretty quick and easy thing to do, and like, it's like most things you have on hand, I guess, and you don't need any skill at all, really. The only thing is, I only have white corn tortillas, so I don't know, they behave a little bit differently. The flour tortillas are way easier to use, so I may have to finagle how I do this a little bit to keep them together. I actually prefer the taste of the corn ones. My family probably doesn't, but they're a little trickier to do this with, especially in this size, but we're gonna make it work. Again, because I didn't exactly have a plan, but I wanna use up some of this stuff that I already had, and I have no meat defrosted because I'm behind. I have not prepped things. I'm like so not ready. So this is what I do when I'm not ready. I could pull out like emergency mac and cheese, but I really don't want to give them that. So this is what we're doing. It's a little better than a mac and cheese, I think. Although, no shame if that's what you're doing, because I have done it many times. Because everyone likes mac and cheese and it's easy. See, these are already breaking. That's the only trouble with using these. And maybe you guys will let me know if you have a hack for using these. But I don't. So I just put a little bit of oil on the pan to keep it from sticking. You could spray the pan too. I don't know, if I do this, I can use less spray. I can do it less often. It kind of keeps the pan coated. And let's face it, it tastes a little better if it's a little more fried than just the spray. Okay, so I'm definitely feeling confident since I'm putting 3 on here at once, but I also want to get done quickly. So I'm gonna let those sit on a medium heat just to kind of crisp up a little bit. I'm gonna shred a little more cheese because I know I don't have enough here. So I don't have any already shredded cheese. I try not to buy that very often. If I know that I'm going to use a lot of it, then maybe I will. I'll feel kind of lazy. But this tastes so much better, and it's so much better for you because it doesn't have the additives that help keep that from clumping. And shredded cheese freezes well. So if you ever just want to take a day and shred up a whole lot of cheese, you can throw it in your freezer, and then you don't have to worry about it for a while. But anyway, I know I'm going to need more. And it's fine if I don't use it all because, you know, the kids like the shredded cheese and eggs and on top of pasta or salad. So having it in the fridge already shredded, it won't last long before someone uses it and eats it. So I gotta hurry up because I can see them cooking over there. And you know what? I did not get a spoon. So let me finish this up. Okay, that's good enough. So I've got that, and ignore all this stuff because it's from my dangerous shelf that is trying to glue and dry. Anyway, let me get a spoon. Okay, so I'm just going to take a little bit of this. You just microwave it. I suppose you could do it frozen, but I don't know. I always do it cooked, so cook it first is what I'm gonna say. And I just put a little bit of that in here, and you don't need a whole lot. In fact, I'm wondering if I'm gonna get enough out of this. I'm hoping that I do. But if I don't, we'll have to think of something else to either put in it or put with it. I don't know. I usually have some things frozen and done. We'll see. Again, like I said, I don't know what happened. Like, I'm blaming it on Friday, getting all off of my routine. Now, normally I would, if these were flour, they'd, for one, probably be a little bigger. And for two, they bend a little better, so I would probably just flip it over on itself and do it that way. Because of these being corn and a little smaller, I'm going to put this on top. And the cheese melting should help it to stick a little bit. And then when I flip it over, you know, it'll stick a little more. So that's the plan. I may have to put a little bit of cheese around the rim to help it stay on better. We'll see. This is trial and error here. Now, Sean would probably just eat one, but the girls would each eat two, and probably Chris, my husband, would maybe eat 3 of these. So I have to make sure I get at least that many. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need to get 8 of these at least. And then, you know, I'll have sides and stuff, but I just know how they eat and I know what they need. So I'm hoping to stretch it to that. We'll see. We shall see. So I'm not sure if these are ready to turn. Gonna find out. They could probably sit a little longer. The crispier you can kind of get them, or the more cooked you can get them before you try to flip them, the better your chances of it staying together. So I am going to let that sit just a little bit longer. And maybe in the meantime I should get, well, I'll flip these first and see where we are. I have to plan my own meals. Like, I don't even know. Today, if I'm being honest, I didn't have to plan my meals for today because today it's the day before elections, and at church our pastor asked if any of us would join in a day of fasting and prayer before the election, so that's what I'm doing. So I don't have to worry about my meals today. But tomorrow I'll need something to eat. I already do have my overnight oats made that if you watched my other video you saw. So I've got breakfast, so there's that. But I want to cook up my vegetables. I want to see what I have in the freezer already done that I can use as a protein. It's not that hard to do my meals. It's just sometimes time consuming and, like, I don't know, sometimes you just have other stuff to do. But I know that it will make my whole week better if I just get caught up. And I'm getting close to being caught up. It's just that today I normally pull papers for the kids. It's okay, because if I do as much as I can today, I know that tomorrow I'll get caught up. And, you know, I just keep telling myself, it's not the end of the world. I'm so type A and so regimented sometimes that I forget that, like, you know, life will go on. It'll be fine if I don't get everything done in one day, if I don't make it all up. And some things won't get made up. It'll just pass and be done. And that's fine. So I'm just going to, making sure everyone's fed is a main thing. So, see, these weren't even really ready to be flipped so much. So I'm going to get out a cookie sheet. Do you hear my son's teacher in the background? We just have to deal with her because, you know what, she's doing a great job. So, all right. I need a cookie sheet and one of my pan liners. These things are great. You can get them on Amazon, and I like having them. The only thing is they're kind of annoying to clean. I mean, I know it's less waste. I do wish I had some parchment paper, though. I need to remember to pick that up. I haven't used parchment paper in a while. So, yeah, they're kind of annoying to clean, but better, I guess, to use reusable things. Okay, vegetables. That's what I need. So I got some asparagus that looked good, and it doesn't smell weird. So we're going to do that. Now, I'm not going to bother. I washed it when I got it. I'm not going to bother with washing it because it's going to be cooked. Anything that's on it is going to die right now. So I'm going to throw those right on the pan like that. And then I think I'm also just going to cook my peppers right with it. because I put all the same stuff on everything, so why not? So I'm just going to use these peppers. I am going to dump them right on the same pan, so I'll have less to clean, and it all tastes good together. Look how pretty that looks. So I'm running out of space, workspace. The thing with these quesadillas is once they start cooking, they cook fast. So I have to be careful. So let's check on them. Okay, they're getting there. The first batch, it's like pancakes. You know how the first batch of pancakes, it seems to take forever. You never brown them. And then every other batch, it is like a race against time to make sure you flip them before you burn them without keeping the middle uncooked. Does that happen to you guys? I don't know. It's weird. It might be my stove, but I've noticed that everywhere. Hey, Sean. Had to have him turn the teacher down just a little bit. She's really loud. Okay, so flipping, and they still don't look cooked at all. So we'll just keep going on that. Gives me time to work on this. So I'm going to take a little bit of olive oil and just pour it over top. My son is beatboxing to his math. It is so cute. Hey Sean, are you doing the numbers? He is so musically oriented that it's like he can't even help it. But he seems to know his stuff, so I'm not going to worry too much. If it helps him learn to do that, that's fine. Anyway, so olive oil and maybe a little salt, little pink sea salt just over the top, not too much. Pepper, garlic. So the garlic, I like garlic. We're gonna do a lot of garlic. So if you don't like this much garlic, don't put this much garlic, okay? It's your food. This is my food. I'm gonna make it with a lot of garlic and probably a lot of pepper too. So there we have it. And then I am gonna pop this right into the oven and let it go until it starts to smell fragrant in here from the peppers. Okay, let's see how we're doing here with these guys. Bring you over. Whoa, hi. Okay, let's see. Are we cooking yet? Yeah, these corn tortillas are really not gonna be my friend. There we go. That's the money right there. That's what it needs to look like. Just like that. Yes, just like that. Okay, so I gotta keep the other one on the burner so that we get that effect. Do we see that? Do you see how lovely and brown? So, okay, they're gonna work out. I was a little concerned because they don't normally do these with corn at all. I may have a long time ago. Anyway, we got to get 8 of them so I cannot burn any at all. All right, I can throw this away. All right. And then I suppose I could sit here and try to meal plan. The thing is, like, it's hard for, like, when I meal plan, that needs to be my 100% focus. I can't really multitask with them. Are you guys good? I'm not good at that kind of multitasking. I can do other things, like, but that isn't my thing. Okay, so the other thing I do is, like, I get a little station set up. So over here, I have my cutting board with a white towel to just soak up some of the grease. And then I'll let them cool over here, and then I'll cut them, and I'll probably portion them out. Like, I usually like to leave my family their own little plate or meal prep container, so that I know that they're having their vegetables and all the things they're supposed to have. I mean, obviously not my husband. I do make my husband a plate, but it's not to make sure he eats. But the kids. It's to make sure they have, you know, they don't just take a ton of these and nothing else. Not that they're really like that so much. But anyway, and I might be home for them to have dinner. It's just I don't want to come home, because we'll be home probably at like 5:30, but I don't want to come home and start cooking. You know what I mean? I want to come home, nuke up the food, and let them just eat and get on with our evening, because I'll be tired. And like the last thing, I don't know how you moms out there who work a regular like 9 to 5, how you come home and start cooking for your family. Like, it's tiring to come home from working all day to go and make food. So hats off to you. That's why I don't want to do that. I'm only working for an hour. I'll be out of the house maybe 2. I don't want to come home at 5:30 and start cooking.
3 plus 4 equals 7 or 6?
What do you think?
7?
Yes. All right. So I'm just going to scrape this. Actually, I'm going to scrape it right back in the bowl because it can go into the next one. So these should go a little bit quicker because my pan is like primed and ready for it now. I think that's how that works. And it seems to work out pretty well with the two, with stacking the, you know, putting a lid on them instead of folding them over. I don't think folding them over would have worked, and they'd be super small. So, but I might put cheese on the bottom too, just to like hold it in a little better. And you know, they are quesadillas. They should have a little cheese or maybe a little more cheese. But you know, I could have bulked this up maybe with some, and maybe I will. Maybe I will. I'm going to bulk this up. Hang on. I just had a stroke of genius. I'm going to add some Rotel just to bulk it up, to like stretch it out a little bit more. And then I know I'm going to get all that I need to get and then some. Plus, I mean, it's just good, you know? So, see, I'm just going to mix that right in with the other stuff. It's perfect. It's like salsa built right in. Perfect, perfect. So, these will be slightly different, but that's okay. No one's going to be the wiser, I'm sure. You guys, it is cold outside, and it's November, and there are still flies here. Horse farm living. There are still flies here. Crazy. All right, so I'm gonna put a lid on these. Oh, these lids are cracked, so that's not cool. My dog is cleaning the floor under me. That's always fun. So if you see the camera shaking, it's him running into it. Okay. So these are probably almost ready to flip. I did pull it off of the stove for a minute because I had to run back to my food storage pantry because I didn't have any up here. Oh, it is? Okay. Let me flip these and then we'll do it. Okay, I gotta do speed drills, so I'll be back after that. Okay, so I'm still making quesadillas. They're going strong, but I thought I'm gonna check on my shelf and see how it's doing because it should be dry by now. So taking the books off. Oh no. The book stuck to the glue because I forgot that I glued the little cracks. Okay then. Look what I did. Oh, you can't see. There it is. Oh well. So now it has paper too. But it looks like it's gonna hold. So it's all together. So yay, that wasn't that hard. Just had to ruin a cookbook, but that's okay. All right, and we've got some quesadillas happening. It looks a mess because I cut them, but they're good. I mean, I don't know, but they should be good. Okay, so I sort of forgot that I have food in the oven. Whoops, hold on. So let's check on it, okay? All right, it's just fine. It's a little toasty, but I kind of like it that way because then it's, you know, a little crispier and everything, so it's fine. It's just fine. And it's for, well, it's not just for me. I mean, they can have some too. My husband will probably really like this. The kids won't eat it, but it's fine. Okay, so this took way longer than I thought. I'm a mess. So it's now 3 o'clock. I have to leave in half an hour. I'm wondering, it's probably gonna, ew, It's probably gonna take me like 15 minutes to fix up their meals and clean up the kitchen. I don't know that I'm gonna get my meal planning done, but it's okay. Let me show you what I have right now. I'm gonna show you a picture of my husband's dinner because I already put it away. But I'll show you what I have, and then I'll show you when I put the kids' meals together. It up, it's so messy, but I mean, it is good. Because I bulked it up with the tomatoes, I got way more triangles than I thought I would, which is great because I will fix up their plates and then I will freeze the rest, or actually I probably won't freeze the rest. I will put the rest in our sandwich drawer for lunches because they'll be perfect lunches. If they don't want them for lunches, then I'll end up freezing them for another dinner, but I'm pretty sure they'll eat them for lunch. While I've got a huge mess going, I've got the sink filling, I've got to put my vegetables away. I took out meat so I could meal prep and start thawing, or meal plan and start thawing, so I got to wrap that up and get it in the fridge. I've got to get my kitchen under control, and then I have to get dressed and take Sean to gymnastics, so let's do it. Okay, so I changed my mind how I was going to do it because the girls reminded me that I will be home in time, that we don't eat on the road. We eat at home. I'll be home in time to serve dinner. So we've got peas, and then I've got all the quesadillas here. So when I get home, I'll just nuke up some and plate them up. And now I just have to put these away and clean up everything else. Okay, so now the kitchen is just about clean. Sean is putting away his school stuff, but everything else is looking pretty good. What's that over there? Oh, it's my sparkling water. Okay, I'll take that with me. So I don't know if I showed you guys this too. As I was, because it was so necessary to decorate. I put that together. I thought it looked cute.
Billy.
Okay. And I showed you guys this. And I'm still really loving how it looks. And let's see what other things. This guy over here. This is the flag that we pledge in the mornings. There's that. I still have to do our board. There's nothing on it. I got to cleaning it. That's about it. And then the girls are still doing school, so that's kind of a mess. I got this little guy over here. I think it's a girl maybe. She's looking pretty happy about Thanksgiving coming. And then, oh, I've got these guys who I think are so cute. And the pumpkin. And our fall runner. And then over here in the bookcases,
I know that doll's knocked
a few
down.
things up there. Yeah, she fell over. But
That's good, she's clean.
the other stuff is there. So thank you guys for hanging with me through my craziness. I'm going to get changed to go coach gymnastics, and Sean will take class. Maybe when I get back while they're eating dinner, I can do the board. And if I do that, I'll show you. Otherwise, I'll have to show you in another video. So maybe I'll see you, maybe I won't, but thank you for watching anyway, and I'll talk to you guys later.